Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming here. And what did you learn today, in the morning? Something?
10% wanting still remains.
Huh?
10% wanting still remains.
10% wanting still remains. Okay, let's see. So, ladies and gentlemen, hereafter, throughout this session, I want you to do a couple of things. That is, now you have to start reflecting. Reflecting means you have to start thinking about this concept that we are discussing, we discuss with you right now, hereafter, with your life experiences. That means this is not something theoretical. You can't learn Buddhism. Buddhism is not something to learn. And even Buddha is not Buddhist. Buddha is not a Buddhist. So I'm not a Buddhist. This is the truth that every body have to face. This is the truth that everybody have to face, and this is the only thing that everybody should understand when they come to this world as a human being. That's the very reason that you are here. You came here to understand theory of everything, right? After you understand this, after you listening to this talk, right at the moment, you might have different belief set, you might have different ideas about the world, how it functions, how it happens, all these things. But if you contemplate, if you try to understand what I want to convey to you, or what I want to install this concept within your mind, if we get installed only in this moment, right, for these 2 or 4 hours, then you will start to realize that what is the true purpose of your life. At the moment you have different purposes. That's why you're doing different things, various things. Right? But in order to do that, you have to be awake and don't sleep. Because now your tummy is full. It's easy to sleep now. I think you guys are paying mortgages, and you have some place that you have already paid a rent, and there's a bed there. So it's easy to go there and sleep. Isn't it? So when you come here, please don't sleep. Right? When I say please don't sleep, you might start sometimes feel like sleepiness. You will feel sleepiness. If you feel sleepy, don't worry. Please go to the back area. You can walk. You can listen to this. Still you can listen to this. It doesn't matter whether you are seated, whether you are dancing, or whether you are hanging around or moving. It does not matter. You have to understand this by hook or crook. Right? This is something essential to your life. This is something that you are learning. This is something that you are trying to understand. You are trying to reflect. You are trying to understand. You are trying to get across the message that you are trying to realize is something that is essential, that you have to understand. You have to realize it from within your life. Otherwise, I have to say, you might be at your pinnacle of your career. You will be the king and queen, but you have to face this music. You have to face the reality. What do you think? How many truths are there? How many truths are there? There's only one truth, ladies and gentlemen. There are not two truths. There's only one truth. If you understand the truth, that sets you free, will set you free. As they said in the Bible. It does not matter. It does not matter whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, you believe in energy, you don't believe in energy. It doesn't matter whether you believe in science or you don't believe in science. It does not matter. Whatever the things that you have been doing since you were born does not matter at all. That's why that song says, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it does not even matter. Linkin Park. It's not Linkin Park, it's the Buddha. Buddha said that. Buddha said that when in the Bodhi tree, in front of the behind the Bodhi tree, he understood this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you that you guys are crazy. Are you ready? I lived with this craziness just 2 years ago. And after I realized that what I'm doing is something crazy, and then I started a journey to end this craziness. This is where I am now. I want you to start this journey. This journey is very joyful. It's more fun. It gives some, the inner peace. I want you to start experiencing that inner peace. That's why you came here. That's the very reason that you came here. I have something that you want. Yes, I have here. Do you want it? I have it here, within my heart. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, since you were born, you have been trying so many things to be happy. Are you happy, or you always to be happy? Are you happy, or you always to be happy? You're searching something. Day in and day out, what you're doing is searching for something. You're searching for things, ladies and gentlemen, that things are some things. That's why we name this session as theory of everything. Because you are searching for things. Anyway, so the structure of this, you have to start contemplating, right? I'll explain everything one by one, and towards the end of the session we'll give some time to ask questions. So then you can ask questions and let's have a discussion, and then we have another session. So this is solving the puzzle slowly, right? If you sleep, then I will say happy birthday, then that's the signal to wake up. Okay? If I see someone is sleepy, if I see someone's eyes goes up like this, then I will say happy birthday. Okay? Everything we do, there's a reason. So today you saw that we have offered the alms to the Buddha. There are reasons behind. There's a science behind this, ladies and gentlemen, but we don't know that science. That's why we just worship and all the religions are not actually religions. They bear a science. But the science behind the religions, science behind that philosophy is hidden because now people have converted to a tradition. Within the tradition you have the science. You have to be very profound, you have to be wise to realize the truth within that religion. That's why I don't feel Buddhism and Christian, whatever the religions are, different religions, Hinduism. I live by the truth. I know the truth. I realize the truth. I'm realizing more. More I realize, it liberates myself from the suffering, fear, anger, everything. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you have lived your life to liberate yourself from suffering. Whatever that you have been doing is doing for what? From morning to night, what you are doing, everything that you are doing to come out from the vexation. Mental vexation. Don't you? Every action that you do, every action that you perform, there's a mental vexation behind it. Every action. But when I say that, you don't believe it. You know why? That becomes your norm. You don't feel that you have a vexation. What? I'm vexed? No, I'm okay. So, thank you. You don't feel that, you don't perceive that you have a vexation, mental vexation. You don't experience it, but you have it. That's why Bhakulathera explained that you have 10% wanting, always. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, that you have a headache since you were born, but you don't know that headache is there, because it becomes your norm. If you have let's say I'm saying to you, that you have a headache since you were born. The problem is, everybody has that headache. Then, would it be can somebody find out, okay, we all have this problem? No, because everybody have it, so they don't know that. You know what I mean?
Collective malady.
Collective?
Malady.
Melody.
M-A-L-A-D-Y.
Melody. So that means you don't know that you have this problem, but you have this. This is what happened to you. That's why time to time you experience the suffering. You experience anger. You experience fear, grief, annoyance, resentment, grievance. Don't you? Think about. Do you always have pleasant mindset, or you always have ups and downs? Like in Hindi, kabhi khushi kabhi gum, right? You always have ups and down, ups and down. You're living a roller coaster ride. Your life is like a roller coaster ride. Morning you feel very happy, and when it comes to the afternoon, you're upset about something, and then after that when you come home, you have the same Your mood is not fixed. Your mood is upset. Don't you have that experience? When things does not go according to your way, the wish, then what happens? You feel, after that, all the incidents will go through the same line. That's why if you had a problem with your wife in the morning, then when you go to work, you hate the boss. Boss didn't do anything. Boss is innocent. You had the problem with your wife or husband, and when you go to the work, then what happens? A reverse also happens. When you leave the work, afternoon, when you finish your work, let's say you had a problem with the boss. When you come home, the same problem is now transferred to the wife as well, or family members. Am I talking about somebody else's life or your life? No, yes. That's why I'm telling you. You have to apply. Yes. Every living being has this. Every living being has this. Even that dog also having the same problem. You know the dog? Animals, they do. But they don't know how to come out of it. You also don't know how to come out of it. Then what is the difference between your life and their life?
They don't know that they don't know. We know that we don't know.
No, the problem is you don't know that you don't know. They don't know also they don't know.
Common thing is ignorance.
Common thing is, when you come to this kind of session, then you come to realize, something is wrong with me, I think. And truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, you don't feel this world is something not okay. You feel this world is okay. I am not okay. Or sometimes you feel other way around. I am okay, the world is not okay. That's why I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we have to solve this puzzle. Where's the problem? Every living being experiences the mental pressure. Mental pressure is there with every living being. Mental pressure is there with every mind. Even at this point, you don't feel that you have a pressure, but you have a pressure. Mental pressure, right now? Yes, you have it. That's why you're looking at me. You don't feel that seeing happens and hearing happens. What you feel? Seeing happens, or you are seeing? Seeing happens, or you are looking? No, what you feel? You are looking at me. Don't you look at me? You are looking at me, ladies and gentlemen. That means the problem is there.
Added awareness to seeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all have this problem. Can you see this pen? You are looking at this pen. Now you are hearing the noise. Now you are hearing what? The beats. You are hearing the beat. Okay, congratulations. We have a problem then. There's a huge difference between your perspective and my perspective. I want you to come to my perspective, then you know. life will be very fun, very easygoing. It's only changing the perspective. You don't have to change any action. But the thing is, you can't change that perspective because you embrace it with what, oh, this is the nicest thing. This is the best thing. That perspective you have. I'm going to talk about that perspective. What is that? Later we'll find out. Okay? So this takes time. I'm slowly going forward because I want you to reflect. I want you to contemplate. Right? So I know that you are now full. Don't sleep. I'm telling again. Okay? Happy birthday. Okay? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this?
Mental pressure.
No, ministers of the parliament. That's why I told you. You can't understand the Buddhism by reading a textbook. You can't understand Buddha's philosophy. You can't realize what Buddha said by reading a book. Because when you read according to your perspectives. Buddha found something completely upside down, but you can't find it out by yourself by reading the book. That's why you need to have a guidance of a teacher, guidance from a teacher. That teacher can guide you to find out, to realize that what Buddha meant. That means, ladies and gentlemen, you have to feel it within yourself. You have to sense it within yourself. You have to experience it within yourself. I experience it, but you have to experience it from your side. I can't experience on behalf of you. If you experience the way I experience, then you can come out of the suffering that you have. But the thing is, you have to be like a student. If you are 50 years old, 40 years old, 60 years old, 70 years old, it doesn't matter you are 7 years old or 10 years old, right? You have to be like a student in this room. Student always what? Listen and grasp. My mind and your mind has to be resonate in same frequency. If your mind and my mind can be resonate in the same frequency, then and then only we can share the understanding. Then and then only we can share the Buddha's wisdom. Your mind and my mind has to resonate each other with same frequency. I'm telling this again and again because you have to see eye to eye with me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the meditation. This is a kind of meditation. No, this is the meditation Buddha said. You don't have to close your eyes and you don't have to focus on your breathing. Because before practice, you need to understand what to do. After Thomas Alva Edison, he invented the light bulb. After he invented the light bulb, do you take things and are you trying to invent the light bulb again? You go and buy the light bulb from the Mitre 10 or Bunnings. You buy it, right? So you don't have to do the same thing again that Buddha did. Thomas Alva Edison did. Because he invented it for us. Then what we have to do is, he already cooked the meal, so you have to eat it. That's it. Likewise, ladies and gentlemen, after trying millions of attempts, Buddha found something that very profound, something very hidden in this world. He revealed it, he explained it, and the people, there are people who understood that wisdom, who bears that wisdom. There are monks who feel this, who sense this. You have to go and learn from them. That's why Uttistata Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhata Surashadara Nisita Duratyaya. You have to rise awake and go and learn from extraordinary people, extraordinary wise people. The wisdom that they bear. You have to do this. I can't give wisdom. Wisdom can be there. Wisdom, I can make the environment within your mind to receive the wisdom. I can't give wisdom. That's why, if I can give wisdom, then you can get the wisdom from the book. Wisdom is something that cannot be given, but you will get it from Mother Nature when you have the right environment within your mind. So when you come here, what you are doing is now creating that environment within your mind to realize the reality from real eyes. Not these eyes, this eye. Right?
So wisdom, one thing is not knowledge.
Wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is something that you will receive, you will find out, you will experience from your mind.
Can we say it is an understanding?
No. Understanding, it's really hard to explain. You will understand, you will feel this. It's a realization. Realization is something that I can't give you. It's like, okay, I'll explain in this way. Remember that in the mathematics class, the teacher showed you how to solve the equation. And you feel, yes, I understood. And when you start doing it, what happens? You get stuck. Why? Now you don't know how to go through that point. Then you go to the teacher and you seek the guidance again. And after that, teacher explains to you again and again and again. After you practice again and again, now it comes to your, to the bones. You become part and parcel with that. Something like that. That is the wisdom. Knowledge, I can't say knowledge is the wisdom, but knowledge is knowledge. Sometimes you don't need that much of knowledge to understand the wisdom. Wisdom means, I'm talking about the prajna. I'm talking about prajna, like realization, real understanding, insight. Okay?
So
Happy?
Knowledge can be a problem also.
Actually, knowledge is problem. If you know a lot of things, then it's hard. That's why I love to talk these things to non-Sri Lankans. No, wait. Don't worry. Youngsters. Right? Because non-Sri Lankans means, you know why? Non-Sri Lankans means that they study Buddhism. If Buddha were to come and write the Buddhism paper, he will get 0 marks. In our schools we had papers, Buddhism, remember? I got 99 marks only for that. All the other subjects I got 40, 50, 30 sometimes, but for the Buddhism, 95. Nothing to worry. Just you have
the syllabus?
Syllabus, yes. If Buddha were to come there and write those exams, Buddha get 0 marks. Why I am saying this? Buddha explained what he found. It's not there in the book. If Buddha write an answer, it will be very descriptive. And what invigilators, what the examiners are expecting, what's in the book. Buddha won't write what's in the book. Right? Let's try to understand this. Now think about your life. Now you have to think of, this is not members of parliament. Even members of the parliament have this problem. What is that? Mental pressure. Right? Okay. When you have mental pressure, you have two options, ladies and gentlemen. What are the two options that you have? Either you execute an action to liberate it, to satisfy yourself, to get rid of it, or to tolerate. By performing the action, by performing the execution, right, this action, what you are doing is releasing the pressure. It's like pressure cooker, Have you seen in the pressure cooker? You are like a pressure cooker. Your mind is like a pressure cooker. When you go threshold the limit, release and you're okay.
See, while you are releasing it, there's another version of that. You are addicting yourself into that. Yeah. So what happened here, when you execute it, what happened? It releases some sort of pressure and you feel, done. No, ladies and gentlemen, it will then in the second moment you have this again. And how about tolerate? No, I'm not. Let's say you want to have a chocolate. No, I'm not eating chocolate. It's not good. The more you tolerate, it comes to you again and again and again and again. How many? Don't you have time? Don't you have things that you want to get out of your mind, and more you try to get out of it, it comes again and again. More you tolerate, what happens? Mental pressure is there. This is your life I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This pressure is there with you. This is your loving darling. Every moment you have this. When you go to do meditation or counting down 1, 2, when you get angry, what happens? You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8. Then what happens? You are trying to find temporary solutions. It's like fire is there, you call the fire brigade, when fire brigade comes, right, the fire brigade extinguishes the fire, and the next moment, still fire is there. The more you get the fire brigade closer to you, fire is happening, like frequently. That's why how many movies that you have to watch to satisfy yourself, like you don't have to watch now. I'm done watching movies, complete. Your life is not always, there's no full stop to the things that you're doing. Always you have karma, to be continued. Like dramas, to be continued. Think about anything that you said that you are done, or you're still doing those things. I'm interested, for my interest, just asking, how many exams that you have done so far? So many exams, right? It's good. You have to do exams, but I'm asking, how much of the things that you have learned that you're using right now to live? Very little.
What's the point of doing those exams then?
For a job.
Okay. When you go to the job, right,
Do you need all these exams that do you need the knowledge that you gain from your degree or anything, or you're using them, or just you wasted your time by facing those exams? Derivative equations, are solving derivative equations. Are you guys using right now? Remember that you learn those things, huh? Logarithm, are you using them? Okay. The other day when we had a meditation program in Christchurch, that was held in a golf club, inside the golf club. So I saw people playing golf. Their life is now, the goal of their life is putting a ball into a hole. Ladies and gentlemen, think about that. You, after millions of years, you got a human life and you came here, and now the purpose of your life is to putting a ball into a hole. It does not make sense. I feel something is wrong there.
Isn't it concentration?
Not concentration. This is
concentrating to put the ball.
What's the point of putting the ball?
So it's training the mind.
Training for what?
Training the mind for contemplation.
Okay.
I'm not a qualifier.
No. Okay. Training the mind for contemplation. What you are trying to contemplate? Putting a ball. No, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the same thing. People are playing chess. What you gain out of chess? Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, at the moment, like the Linkin Park, you have tried so hard, got so far. Not even at the end, right at this moment, I have to say this, you have nothing. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, you have a bald head and crimson red robe. At this moment, you have a bald head and a crimson red robe. Yes. When you are looking at me, who are you? When you are looking at me, your perception is filled with what? You means me. Then who are you?
We are unique.
Huh?
We are us unique.
That's what you are saying. You are saying, madam, what you are saying is the root cause of the problem. That's why. No, wait. You have to be like this. Remember, I told you, you have a craziness, but you don't know that is craziness. Everybody has it. Everybody is experiencing that craziness. You are living with crazy people. You don't know that you are living with crazy people. Everybody is crazy. Then how can anyone? Nobody can come out of that craziness. One person, 2,500 years ago, he found himself that he is crazy. He's the Buddha. A crazy man come to self-realization that he is crazy. It happened. After millions of years, it happened. We are about to enter to that wisdom. I'm going to take you into that deep jungle.
The first sign of sanity is insanity, knowing that you are insane.
Yes. Buddha says, Sabbe putajjana ummantaka. That means every living being, every unrealized, not uncivilized, unrealized minds, every uncivilized, unrealized mind are insane. They are insane. Do you feel that you are insane, or you feel that you are okay? Sometimes you are insane. Sometimes you are insane, sometimes you are okay. Most of the time you are okay, don't you? Huh? Most of the time you are okay, isn't it?
That's how we think.
Not we think, that's how you feel.
Ask your second half.
Even your better half knows when you feel that you are okay, better half feel that you are not okay. Right? It happens opposite way around. Do you understand, madam, what I'm saying? Everybody? Are you on the same page? Everybody has this problem, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody knows that craziness is there. That's why you feel that you are unique. Not only you also feel that you are unique. Everybody in this room feels that you are unique. Crazily unique. That uniqueness is the craziness, ladies and gentlemen, but we don't know that it is a craziness. You feel that is reality. That's why, since you were born, you have been trying to get rid of that pressure that builds in the mind, to overcome that pressure. That's why people are talking about anger management, stress management. Psychologists, psychiatrists, they are researching about how to manage the stress. That means that means you accept stress is something normal. You accept little bit of stress should be there to propagate your life. Tolerable level, yes. Fear. Do you see that fear is something weird to life, or do you think everybody feels fear? It's norm. So sometimes that's why you feel fear. Everybody feels fear. So that's why insurance companies are there. You're working with insurance company, right? Remember, you told me. Right? Do you understand my point? Everybody feels fear. So, everybody feels fear. That's okay. Anger. Yes, sometimes you go crazy, sometimes you get angry. Sometimes when you are hungry, you are angry. Sometimes when you are angry, you are hungry. Angry man is a... No, hungry man is a... Angry, is an angry man. He's an angry man.
Bhante, there is a theory of opposites. Like, hypothetically it says that which knows that one is not enlightened is itself enlightened. So that which knows that one is not crazy is already crazy.
Yes. So this is Buddha's teachings. It's not. There's a Dhammapada stanza. What is that? Manyati yobalo manyati balyang pandito vapi tenaso balocha panditamani save baloti uchati. Right?
What does it mean?
That means, if you know that you have the problem, by the virtue that you know that you have a problem, that you are wise. Right? If you are in a mindset that you don't have a problem, that means you have the problem.
So like you're conscious about the feeling that is and to be conscious about feeling is something that is there, but it's not you. It's something that is not true.
It's not true, yes. Yes, sir.
So which means when you know that you don't know, is the beginning of wisdom?
It's not the beginning, it's the wisdom. That's why what we are going to realize is that I'm going to show you that you have a sense that is wrong. Not a sense, essence, but you have a sense that is not there in the world. Let's see. Anyway, so we have been trying so many things to come out of the mental pressure, But mental pressure is there. Think about, let's analyze this. Let's go back to your school. Remember when you were small, something that you something you really, really love, something that you really, really, really like. When your father or mom didn't give it to you, what happened to you? You start crying. You start yelling at them. Why you did that? Because of the mental pressure, right? Is there a different type of mental pressure for that? Like the mental pressure that you experience there, the anger, the suffering, the sadness that you experience there. Is it something different sadness compared to the sadness that you experience right now? All these mental pressure, whatever the sadness, you can categorize under this emoji, isn't it? What do you think? This is what you experience. Annoyance, stress, addiction, everything can categorize in here. There are different levels of different, like intensities. Yes, there are different intensities. When you are waiting for your mortgage, when you apply, remember? When you apply for a mortgage, until it gets passed, you are waiting. You feel not okay. You felt it. Let's say you apply for a visa to come to New Zealand. Remember? When you were waiting, you had this what? Always you're checking the email. It's not nice, isn't it? When you order something from Amazon, and you're waiting for that, sometimes you thank to delivery guys, mothers and fathers as well. Because it gets late, right? If it gets delayed, you thank even to their parents. Do you have this experience or not? All these negative emotions that you experience can categorize under this. Ladies and gentlemen, there are not different negative emotions. Negative emotions, negativity that mind experiences is the same phenomena. There's no different formats. There are no different cravings for pizza craving, chocolate craving, ice cream craving, apple. No, it's common. Biryani craving. Relationship craving. Even though you have different wantings, but wanting in the mind is one. We'll come there. This is where the river begins. This is where the river begins, ladies and gentlemen. That is where the river should end. We have to find the spring that begins this river. The home of our mother and father of suffering. We have to kill this mother and father, not your mother and father, but your mother and father. Your mother and father. We have to kill your mother and father, your loving mother and father. When I say that, don't kill your mother and father physically, I'm talking about your mother and father. You said you're unique, right? You're unique, right? You are unique, right? That uniqueness, that mother and father who gave this uniqueness to you, we have to kill that mother and father.
the uniqueness before, after you are conceived, you had no idea.
No, yes.
Whether you are a woman, man, whatever, no idea.
Yes, you have no idea. Uniqueness is something that you felt, ladies and gentlemen. Uniqueness is something that you feel right now.
That is what.
That is okay. That is okay. Now contemplate now. That is okay. That is not something. That is what something that you live. That's why you always want to do what? You always want to what? Like differentiate yourself from everybody. Let's see. Yes. If you see, look around, like when you look around everybody, if you see the same face that you have, everybody has. Let's say everybody has the same face that you have. What do? You would take something, or like a hat or something, to differentiate yourself from the others. Because you need to find the uniqueness. You need to find, I am me, not them. You are in a quest of finding out who you are. You are in a quest of finding out who you are. I am me, you are you. Your me is not my me. My me is not your me. Isn't it? No? You are you, right? Are you me? Why are you laughing now? When I say, you are me. See, I told you, when you are looking at me, who you are. When you are looking at me, who are you? Me. When I am looking at you, when I look at you, madam, I am you. I will solve this thing towards like 5 o'clock. You have to wait. Good things comes to those who wait.
Can't go back before 5 o'clock.
You can't go. I mean, if you go, you lose the best parts. That's why. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, mental pressure is something that you're darling that you live with. This is the monster that you live with. Every like action that you perform, you tried different things to get rid of the mental pressure, but nothing didn't do anything. They didn't even like, the mental pressure is there with you, but I agree with you that mental pressure reduces for the time being, but it happens again. That means what you have done is useless. That means, ladies and gentlemen, since you were born, what you have done is useless. That's what I'm saying. You went to school, you went to school, you went to university, you did so many things, you created so many things to this world. Don't worry, useless. I'm not offending you, right? Don't feel like that I'm offending, but I'm telling the truth, because truth is bitter. This is the bitter truth. You can't stop whatever that you are doing right now, because if you stop, you feel that world will end. That's why you feel that you are a very essential person to your family. Die and see, they will live. Huh? No, even now you are living in pain. After you die, only for 3 months, until 3 months, you have the offerings after 3 months. Who cares who you are? He passed away. Now we have to find a way.
He was a good man.
Huh? He was a good man, yes. He was a good man, and he was very kind-hearted. And you are telling about something that even that person didn't know that you were thinking in that way. After 1 week, you forgot everything what you have done, what he has done to you.
And your great
After 1 year, then you realize, oh my God, we have to offer that offering. So I forgot the date. Amen.
Your great grandson will not even remember your name.
Exactly. You. Yes. Rest in peace. He rest in peace. So it doesn't matter. He rested. He rest in peace. You know.
So Bhante, may I respectfully ask you this question? So the mental pressure is common to living beings, be it human or non-human. So you are going to Rome to eradicate mental pressure, but you also have some degree of mental pressure, am I right?
Yes.
So we are going in the same journey, but
because I know how to come out of it.
you know how to come out.
But if we
I
don't
re-
go into it,
Huh?
can we really
Shall we ask those questions after this? Because you will get the answers for these things.
And
I'll give you some time. Because I'll show you why I come to this robe. Why I became a monk. You will understand this.
No, we rest.
You don't understand right now because you know why? Everybody's crazy.
We haven't got time to really see it.
Huh?
We haven't got time to see.
What is the reality? Yes. Wait and see. You will see. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, as we know now, you have been trying so many things to get rid of the mental pressure. Nothing worked. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, at your dying breath, congratulations, you have to face this. That's why I'm always telling to detox your mind, people, right? Every Monday, right? You die. Like when you were born, everybody is laughing at you when you were crying. Remember? Everybody is laughing at you when you were crying. Take that revenge. Die with a smile on your face when everybody cries. But you can't do that if you don't understand the reality. That's why I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the essential, this is the purpose of your life, to find out the purpose of your life. You have to live to find out the purpose of your life. Your purpose of your life should be to find out the purpose of your life, but you don't do for that. You don't live for that, you live for what? After saying goodbye for today, let's meet somewhere in the future. After you go, you have a purpose of your life, to find out purpose of your life. No. Eat, drink, sleep, having sex. Bye-bye, that's it. Like the dogs and animals are doing the same thing. I mean, what is the difference between your life and an animal life? Don't think that you are an animal. You are a human being, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, you have a human mind. I don't know what you are doing. I feel that animals are having better life than you sometimes. You know why? Much better life, because they don't have to go to school, they don't have to earn, they don't have to pay taxes, they don't have to pay mortgages. They also do what? Same thing that you are doing, eating, drinking, sleeping and having sex. But you are doing extra things, meeting. Don't you have meetings? Meetings? Huh? You have assemblies, right? Not meetings, okay? Same thing. Same thing, my daughter. Don't worry.
planning for the future also.
Huh? Planning for the future, that's the meetings. That's the purpose of the meetings. Okay. Can we all come to agreement? Can we all come to an agreement that whatever that you have been doing, you haven't found a solution for this? Can we all come to that agreement that you haven't found a solution for this? Right?
There is an issue connected with this. You are talking about mental pressure. It is a kind of a vexation. Vexation variations are many, but there is vexation. Now, these are like something like a marijuana or brown sugar or ecstasy kind of intoxicant. Many people don't want to get rid of them. They are so addicted to that.
Yeah. What I am telling you, let's get out of it. You guys. People don't want. That's why they are playing. See, you can see if you go out from this room, you will see so many people are playing this game. They don't know what they are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, who told you to go to school? Society. Who told you to earn? Society. Who told you to have kids? Society. Huh? Parents mean the society. Part of the society, right? Everybody plays the game. Nobody knows the rules and regulations of the game. When you enter to the game, you didn't know what are the rules and regulations of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is to find the rules and regulations of the game. Instead of playing the game, what you have to do is to find out the rules and regulations of the game. That is the game. When you find out the rules and regulations of the game ends. But the thing is, nobody is spending their time to find the rules and regulations of the game. What they are doing is instead of doing, because they have seen that when everybody come to this world, they can see everybody is busy doing so many things. Okay, I should do something.
Now, there is a doubt here which comes to my mind. The free chaotic society which we talked about, absolute chaos is freedom, that's Buddha. Now, order is all institution bound by their rules and regulations. Society, one society, another society. Here we have an order called Sasana, Sangha, which is trying to create an order and also not create an order. So
which is trying to create order to come out of the order. That's why somebody asked a question, right? Do you have a wanting to become Nibbana, to come out of vexation, right? Like somebody asked, right, in the morning. Wanting to get rid of the wanting is also that word, also a wanting. But that wanting, get rid of all wantings.
superior wanting.
So you will end up with non-wanting.
Then you don't want anything. Okay, shall we? Right. Can we all come to an agreement then? You don't have a clue, you don't have a solution for this? You are enjoying this, not enjoying. You are suffering from this, right? You need to find a solution. Okay. According to your perspective, mental pressure is there because of something that you don't want. You want something, you don't have it. That is why pressure is there. You have a desire, as a result of that, the thing sometimes you don't have it. Sometimes you have it, then you are happy. When you have it, you are happy. When you don't have it, you are unhappy. Right? That is your perspective, that is your point of view, that is the way that you believe and you think. Good? That is how you feel the world, that is how you see the world. If there's a rich person, he must be happy because why? He can buy whatever that he wants. But if you go and ask from Elon Musk, he will say, no, I think I am also not happy. I also have wantings, But you are a rich person, you have billions of happiness can't come. You can't buy happiness from money. But even though they say like that, You don't feel in that way. You feel, no, even though they say like that, they should be happy. See, he's laughing, he's having a good life. Ladies and gentlemen, we all are running after a carrot that is hanged on your back, head. Like the goat and the carrot race. This is goat, huh? Right. Buddha found something cool. Buddha found this mental pressure is not arising because that you don't have what you want. Buddha found, ladies and gentlemen, this mental pressure is arising because of the ignorance and the attachment. No. I didn't mean the attachment that you know. You know why? Because you are insane. The way you believe, the way you feel is not the way Buddha found. Don't you have attachment to things? Don't you have attachment to your kids, your parents, your family members? Buddha is not talking about them. That's why when you're trying to follow the Buddha, you try to get rid of the attachment. You can't do that. Buddha found a very profound thing that's hidden within the mind. If you can get rid of the mental pressure, if you can get rid of the ignorance out of your mind, then mental pressure won't be there at all. If you can prove to your mind what is the reality, what is the truth, that realization, get rid of the attachment, as a result of that, you won't have any mental pressure. Can we all come to, like, you look at that person in the statue, you can see Buddha. He didn't have fear, he didn't have anger. Stress, anxiety, depression, addictions. Buddha is Buddha. Buddha came out from all these defilements. He didn't crave for anything. You know what I mean? He doesn't have any cravings. Do you have cravings? Cravings means you have likings, preferences. Okay. Then you must be ignorant, because what he get rid of from his mind is what? Ignorance. When you get rid of ignorance, when you get rid of attachment, then you can have a stress-free life. Do you understand this? What is ignorance? What is attachment? It's going to unveil.
I just have a doubt. There are three signs of being as per Buddhist philosophy: dukkha, anicca, and anatta. Now, mental pressure is what? Dukkha.
No. What is ignorance? This is what we are going to do. I'm going to feed you chicken unbeknowingly, that you won't realize that you are eating chicken. But I will feed you chicken. Is it okay or not? Because you are hungry. You need something. You need something to eat, right? So I will feed you, but you won't feel that I fed you.
But your intention is not okay.
My intention is okay. You know why? I don't want you to learn. I want you to realize. Because when you are trying to tally what you have learned, then what you are doing is learning. When you are trying to realize what I am telling to you, then you are realizing. That's why don't try to compare what you have learned with what I am telling. Right? Try to realize what you feel about the world with your life experiences. Try to compare with life experiences, not what you have learned. Okay? Did you get that? I mean, do you get the point? Because naturally, inherently, what happens to you is, this is what Buddha, this is this is that, this is this. That's why I told you. If you learn this, then you it's really hard to realize. Right? Let's see. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, ignorance means what? Not knowing the truth, reality, right? Ignorant means not knowing the way. What is happening? What is being happened? Not know. You don't have an idea what's going on. Do you understand that? Huh?
Not ignorance is.
Not ignorance, like ignorance, I mean.
Ignorance is not knowing the wisdom.
Not knowing the wisdom, yes. Got it? Right? Right. That means you have an idea that something that is not there. That is also we can say as what? Ignorance. You understand that? Same concept. I am telling in the opposite way. You don't have an idea what's happening. On the other hand, we can say, you have an idea that is not there. Okay or not? You have a wrong idea. You have a wrong idea that is not there. Do you understand that mean? What does that mean? That means the wrong idea means why? What is the wrong idea? I mean, wrong idea, why I am saying it's wrong? Because it's not there. Right? We are going to look at this from this side and this side. Both the sides. So let's try to understand from this way. Now think about this. What is here? An apple, right? What is there? Mandarin. Can you see an apple and mandarin? No? You can, right? Can you see a flower? This is the thing. These are different things, isn't it? This thing, this thing, this thing. Agree? I'm talking about how do you feel? This thing, this thing, this thing. This thing is not 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 this thing. This thing is also not this thing. Thing, 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 triple thing. Okay? This thing, this thing, this thing. Different things. Okay? Now this is the thing. We are going to explore the thing. Have you seen a cloud? What you have in the cloud? In a cloud? Water vapor. Water vapor densely packed. What is this? Water vapor are densely packed. No, that is what cloud means. Like water vapor is everywhere. Everywhere is water, vapors are there. Water vapor is there. And then it aggregates up to some level. This is what you call what? Cloud. And if it is densely, like if it arrange more closely, if they packed closely,
Saturated.
now we can call it water droplet. Or you can say water, liquid form. Agree? And if it is get like packed more densely, ice. Okay? What is the difference between this ice and the cloud? It's the same thing, isn't it? These water vapors are condensation, the density is increasing. Density means arrange in a closed arrangement, right? more you get closer and closer and closer, you can see, you can perceive as what? Different shapes and different states. Agree?
Variations.
Variation of
Same thing.
same thing. Now you have to think, okay? Think, huh? Is there a uniqueness? Is there a unique thing in the eyes that's not there in the cloud?
Level of sensitivity.
Is there a uniqueness in the eyes that is not there in the cloud?
With the level of sensitivity.
Huh? This is the same thing, ladies and gentlemen, but you have a feeling that this is not this, and this is not this, and this is not this. Huh? It's water, isn't it? It's water.
Causes and conditions.
Causes and conditions, it's water. Do you agree with that? Now, I'm taking this water molecule. Now tell me, otherwise I'm a scientist. That's not fair, right? I was a chemist 2 years ago, so. Water is consist with what? H2O. This is oxygen, this is hydrogen, and this is hydrogen gas. And now tell me, what are the difference in these things? Okay, how about these things? Then I'm going to take one oxygen atom. Protons and neutrons are there, and electrons are there. So oxygen is consists with what then? Protons, neutrons, electrons. Hydrogen, protons and electrons. Helium, protons, neutrons, electrons. Okay. Now tell me, what is the unique thing that is in helium that is not there in hydrogen? Sorry, oxygen. What do you think, sir, madam?
Different atomic masses.
Yes, atomic masses. Masses, different atomic masses. Okay. Then what is the mass? The mass is made out of whatever thing is. So many clump of the same mass, isn't it? The clump, different level of condensation of the same energy. And the scientists have found that electron The mass of the electron is mass of the proton is 1039 times of the mass of electron. Then 1039 times of electron condensed together. That is what? Proton. Huh? No, just for fun, let's go. They are compositions, ladies and gentlemen, but the thing is made out of same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, same energy. Aggregate, energy is being aggregated. Energy is being aggregated in different levels. You know, the elements in the periodic tables are not elements, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I have spent 35 years of my life with chemistry, biochemistry. And when I went to the monastery, when my teacher is explaining this, I was like, what? What the hell is that? What I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no helium in the helium. There's no helium in helium. There's no helium in helium. Because I don't know whether I make it sense or not. Helium is also the same thing in oxygen, but level of condensation is high, like this. This is not this, isn't it? Or same? Then this and this also same. This and this also same. There's no difference because, this and this, if this and this is same, then how about these things? They should be same.
Scientific knowledge definitions are incorrect.
No.
Structure is different.
No. It's not scientific. You don't blame scientists. Because scientists are also in the same crazy world. I'm not blaming scientists because scientists have found something that they can find. But the thing is, everybody is crazy. Everybody has this madness. I can see that you understand this.
But isn't that the difference is because you either see it or you feel it?
Wonderful, madam. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, see, everything is made out of same thing. Then you can't say everything. Different forms does not mean different things.
We see apple, orange and flower, the way we perceive about these objects.
Don't worry. I'm going to explore this from the scratch to the top. Is it okay? We have so much time. Yeah. I mean, this is very. I mean, when you go to this, I explain this because some people understand in this way. Some people understand this way. Some people doesn't need this. Some people can even understand with what? With a coconut. You just have to give us an example of coconut. That's why Buddha's teachings you can find different examples in different sutras. Because it's the same thing he explained with different concepts, different compositions, examples. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, then what you can say that matter or mass is everywhere what you can see, the mass is made out of what? Same thing. That means same energy. Do you have different types of, electrical energy, mechanical energy, chemical energy is the same energy that manifests in a different forms. Happy birthday. Otherwise, because you are about to enter a different world. Everywhere you can see, ladies and gentlemen, everywhere you can see same things. Like it's made out of same energy. If the elements in the periodic table are not elements, they are compositions of the same thing, then what you can say about this? It does not matter whether you label it as apple and mandarin. It's okay, you can label it, but is there an apple in an apple? Is there an appleness in the apple? Is there a unique thing that is there in the apple that is not there in the mandarin?
All names are false.
All names are false. No. You can name. Conventionally? Just name it. Still I can see this is apple. Even though I realize and I feel in this way, I don't feel in this way. Like I don't feel like this is same, so I see the different, but I don't feel the difference. You are getting there. That's why you came here today. If you don't understand, if you can't grasp it, don't worry. I'm taking you slowly to the deep jungle of wildness in your mind. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there are energy. Energy is aggregated in this kind of arrangement. This is also energy aggregated in this kind of arrangement. You can refer this arrangement as a mandarin, and this you can refer this as an apple. Okay or not okay? I'm not against with this referring process. Referring process, if I can't stop that referring process because what happened? You are referring it. See? Apple. Again. I mean, your perception happens, ladies and gentlemen. You can't stop perceiving an apple. Do you understand that? Perception, I can't block that perception, ladies and gentlemen. Perception happens. Now, can you see an apple now? No. What can you see now? Apple. So perception happens. Perception does not happen in here. Perception happens in where? In the mind. In the perception, you perceive it. You perceive the names. You are giving a name to that perception. Not to the object. Yes. You are naming the perception itself generating with the naming process. That is the naming process you have. What is that naming process here? Apple. On Mandarin. Flower. Agree? Apple is not an apple because when you zoom it and zoom it and zoom it and zoom it and zoom it, you can see cells. Now tell me, is this apple made out of cells or are these cells? Is this apple made out of cells or are these cells? What do you think? Cells. Is this mandarin made out of cells or these are clump of cells? So we can refer, we can say this is a collection. This is also what? Collection. Another way we can say this is an aggregation and this is also an aggregation. Another way you can say this is a composition and this is a composition. That means there's no thing here. Thing. Is there a demarcation to the clouds? What do you think? Sorry. Is there a demarcation to this cloud? Corner.
The shape.
Yeah, shape. Is there a demarcation? Is there a boundary to an atom? Is there a thin film that blocks moving out electrons out of the atom? No. This is what you learn, like how to draw an atom? This? What? Can you see this?
Okay.
What is this? Atom. Is there a thin film that blocks leaving out the electrons?
Always. I am a humanities student. I don't know chemistry.
Yeah. No. This is how we perceive. You know what scientists have found is energy aggregation is high, low, and high, low, and high, low, and high, low. When they scan through the matter, they found what? Some places aggregation is high, some places aggregation is low, some places aggregation is high, some places aggregation is low. Then they put what? This is one atom, This is like an atom. They have drawn it. It's not there.
But the atom has a specific structure, right?
No, it's a model to explain it.
And then I say that inside there is a neutron. I don't know.
Nobody has seen it. It's like a god. It's like the god.
It's not true.
Huh?
It's not true.
No. It's a model to explain the observation.
That is what the scientific world has defined.
Yes.
They think that is right, but that is not the truth.
You can't say that is not the truth, but you can explain it. You can explain it. If you can explain that, that is okay. You know what I mean? If you can explain, because I was a scientist back then. When we create an hypothesis, we create a hypothesis and then we test it. That's how it works.
What are the properties of the matter then? What is the lowest constituent of matter?
Sorry, what do you mean?
What is the lowest constituent of matter? I mean, to what level that a particle can be divided to, a molecule or particle can be divided into? What is the lowest level?
Okay. The question itself is wrong. You are asking because you are insane.
So what is the right question?
We don't need to get into it.
What is the right question?
Right question is, that question is wrong. Because you can't ask that question when you understand. You know why? Because, sir, this is a composition. This is an aggregation. Smallest thing that you perceive is also an aggregation. Smallest thing that you perceive also an aggregation. Aggregation.
What is not an aggregation?
That because you still feel there should be something.
We are trying to take things out of the emptiness.
Yes, that's what he always telling me in the session. You are trying to take things out of emptiness. Do you understand? Do you have questions? You can ask. Okay, all good? Right. Okay, because I'm giving some time to ask and then I'm going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no demarcation, there's no boundaries to this world. This pen, there's no boundary in here. Even though you perceive, you can play a game, you know that hot and cold? Cool, hot. Energy level is high, hot, cool. It's a smear. There's no boundaries, there's no demarcation, there's no limits. Do you understand this? Then everything in this world has no boundaries. Boundaries are this is the different. This is reality. This is how you perceive.
This is chaotic, that is order.
You have seen. This is chaotic, this is order, this is the reality. Reality is chaotic. Order is that you perceive. Huh? Does that mean? There's no order. There's no order, but it seems that they are ordered. You can see that there's a boundaries, but actually there's no boundaries, ladies and gentlemen. It's an aggregation. It's an aggregation. You can see Maori's, right? Dot arts. Why they have dot arts? They had this knowledge. It's a composition. It's not one. It's not a thing. Even though I explain this to you, ladies and gentlemen, you still feel what? But Swamin Vahansa, but Bante. But Bante, but Bante, but Bante, there should be the thing. You can't come out of that thingness.
I am this and I am that. I'm still not able to get my head around this. But if you look at this apple, why does the apple appear in a particular way? Because there is a boundary, there is a clean boundary.
No, it's not clean boundary.
Yeah.
But it arranges energy aggregate. Actually, we can't see. Scientists will find out later in somewhere, sometime, that this is sharing energy with outside. This is actually being apple.
This is kind of this, and apple is this. So this is not apple. Apple is not this. Apple is different from this.
No.
So you mean to say apple is like wind?
Yes. You know why?
Newton's
Empty.
It is Newton's third law.
No. Wait.
It is protected.
This, whatever the energy aggregated here, right? Air is made out of what?
Energy.
Same energy. Aggregation level is low. This is aggregation level is high. This is an excitation of energy.
So it is what appears to us.
Appears to us.
Not true.
No, what I'm saying, there's something, not thing, but what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling that there's nothing here, right? There's an excitation of energy. Aggregation of energy is there. This aggregation of energy and this aggregation of energy and the air energy, all same energy, but different level of different formation of aggregation.
Which means the air is also contributing to this appearance.
Yes.
Right?
Not only air,
Everything.
everything. All nature is supporting each other.
All elements.
Not elements,
7 elements.
Whatever elements,
Nature.
That's nature.
That's nature.
Do you feel this now? What I mean, still you can perceive an apple, still you can perceive a mandarin, but there's no mandarin in mandarin. Right? It's only a perception.
But how does okay, let's fine. We know that this is an aggregation of energy, everything is an aggregation of energy. How does this wisdom, quote unquote wisdom or knowledge, help us relieve our
Mental vexation. Yeah. I'm going towards there. I'm slowly showing you what's there. This is how you perceive. This is what is there. Do you understand this? You feel cloud, there's a cloud in a cloud. Likewise, there's an orange, there's an apple in an apple, orange in an orange. Oh, mandarin in a mandarin. And flower is a flower. On the other hand, I can ask you that this petal doesn't know. That petal doesn't have an agenda to be in a flower. Because none of these materials are, whatever the energy aggregation, they don't have the agenda to make a flower. It's like this, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen birds are flying in the sky and creating different shapes? Do you think that they have planned and they have discussed each other Hey, you go there and I go there. Wait, come. Don't go. Come. Because they are seeing now. We have to show them a banana. We have to show them a cake. We have to show them a shoe. We have to show them a butterfly. So come closer. Do you think they have an agenda? They meet each other, but they don't have a purpose. This is also.
So, which means the purpose of life is to know that there is no purpose.
Go. Wait.
There's a difference between you and the flower.
Later. Now think about these molecules. They also do not have an agenda to be in a flower. By the virtue that birds does not have an agenda to make that shape, the very fact the same thing can be applied to here. Whatever the chemical, whatever the electron, do you think that electron knows that it's making a flower?
So we need to change our eye, the way we
No, don't try to don't try to change your eye, but try to realize from realize. Right? I am feeding you the realize. Real eyes to realize the reality. You guys have a nice conversation. Explain.
I was wondering how you can translate this into your life, that in fact is the perception. And whatever happened to you is how you see it, not how you feel it.
You have to realize that.
How you see it. It should be how you feel it. It's
Why it should be how you feel it.
well, okay, wrong word.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to delve deeper into the perception as well. Then you will find out that. Give me 1 second. So, I showed you, what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, these atoms, whatever the molecules, there's no purpose to make a flower. Did you get that point? They are there because they are there. They are there. This is a meeting, but no purpose. It's not meeting for a purpose. It's purposeless meeting. Do you understand my point? Meeting means coming together, composition, but there's no purpose. It's there because it's there. Because of the forces acts on it. As a result of that, it's there. Too much was okay. How about this guy? These cells, do you know that if I, do you know that now he's complaining, did I break it? Did I break them? Ladies and gentlemen, in this world, you can't break anything. You know why? You can only dislocate. The very fact that you feel breaking means you feel that thing is breaking. Because there's no thing to break, because what I'm doing is dislocating. You understand this? Dislocating means what? Dislocating. Because they are packed closely. What I am doing is dislocating. Niranjan? Are you with me?
sciencey part is something that I don't understand. It's edge and O and all this kind of stuff.
Huh?
This edge and then O.
Don't worry, because these different things for different levels of people. Because I'm here to explain everything from because I can see some like people who study science. So I'm going to give them as well. Then element are different. Okay, no, element also not different.
May I ask you respectfully a silly question? So killing an animal is also going to be breaking the composition.
Yes.
So then, isn't that a sin? It is.
It is a sin in the ignorant world. Once you come out of the ignorance, you don't do that because there's no purpose of doing it. Arihatun Mahanse, the person who enlightened, is not valid. He doesn't do involved in sin or good deeds. Because why? Because he has a realization. You will find out the solutions of all these things. So, ladies and gentlemen, that means this meeting, I know. This meeting has no purpose. But you are the one who's telling for this as what? Mandarin. You are the one who projected the purpose for this. Do you understand that point? This meeting does not have a purpose to create a Mandarin. This is not a Mandarin. I'm talking about whatever that here. It's like the birds, they create a butterfly. Is there a butterfly there? No. Likewise, this is also what? Mandarin shape. Being a Mandarin. Being means coming together to give the perception of what? Mandarin. Can we all come to that agreement now?
Yes.
Whatever the elements in the outside, whatever the elements in the outside, there's no purpose for them. What do you think? That means none of the materials in the outside, they don't have an agenda to make what you project.
We have
Let's see who created this agenda. Okay? Good? Ladies and gentlemen, there are two things in the world. One is material. Other thing is perception.
Non-material.
Non-material means perception. Buddha categorized this as material and perception, right? This is energy. You can call this is aggregation of energy. That's we found now. Materials are clumps of energy, aggregations, different levels of aggregations here and there, everywhere. What? Air is made out of same elements, no elements at all in periodic table because they are not elements. Remember? This is, you are trying to understand emptiness. You're always talking about emptiness. Yes, this is it.
It's all dependent origination.
Yeah, dependently,
Originated.
not originating, originated, meeting. Everywhere you can see. Now this whole world, we can say, this whole world is clump of energies here and there, really randomly chaotic.
Manifestation of the mind.
Manifestations. Agree? 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 Can you see that everything now think about Arrangement? Composition? Composition? The people who came now. Do you know what I mean by composition? No, right? Okay, let's see. Let's for fun, huh? What is this? Those who are seated in the back. Is there apple in apple? There's an apple here, right? There's a mandarin here, right? And how about these guys? Is there an apple in an apple? No. Is there a mandarin here? No. Is there a mandarin here? No. Is there an apple here? No. They must be crazy, isn't it? I think we have come to the wrong place. Let's go.
Bunch of crazy atoms. Bunch of crazy atoms.
Bunch of crazy atoms. Okay. You will understand this in future. Now let's jump to the perception. Let's analyze this as well. Now I am analyzing perception itself. Okay? Agree? Right? Are you ready? Ready. Hello. Hello. Did you hear hello?
Yes.
Did I say hello?
Yes.
Oh my darling, no. I didn't say hello. What I said?
Motion.
What I did, vibrating the air with that small fragment of vibrations, it created fragmental perceptions. Ooh. Hello means
Auditory aggregation. Right? By that logic.
perception is also, is it one? Oh, aggregation of
This is also interdependently
Mm-mm. Nothing.
originating.
Reflect.
Present participle.
There is reflect. What you feel now, you sense one. Hello. But is there a hello in that hello? Or what you felt is aggregation. Now think about, you can see my eyes, you can see my forehead, you can see my ears, nose, mouth, chin, and all these things. Now you feel Swamin Wahansa, Bhante. That feeling itself is also what? Is it a perception or aggregation? Because when you see my eyes, would you focus on forehead? No. Perception is also what? Collecting process.
The eye looks at the object, there is a contact. As a result of the contact, there is a consciousness.
That consciousness is also what?
It's an aggregated aspect of that whole thing. And the I aspect of myself enjoys to do that wholesome thing of aggregation.
No, there's no, hey, give me 1 second.
It loves it.
It loves that. Yes. Do you understand that? When you, if I were to give this to you, when you eat mandarin, right? Do you feel the taste of mandarin? Right? That taste is a composition of sweet, sour, bitter, and solidiness.
Yes.
That perception is also then what? Aggregation. When you look at this whiteboard, are you looking at the whiteboard, or that whiteboard perception is also what? I'm not talking about the material, I'm talking about what you see. When you see this, you can't see this. What is there? Did I write 12? I wrote 1 and 2. What do you say? 12. Where does the 12 come from? Perception happens. In the perception, it collecting 1 and 2. And that is the effect you feel. Actually, what you have given, the name that you have given to the effects. When I say hello, right? He. When you hear he. When you hear he, do you know that this is going to be hello? No. When I say next he, do you know it's going to be hello? No. When you say do you know it is going to be hello? No. Hello. Collection. Your mind is what? It's not one thing. Collecting. This is what we call sankhara. Do you understand this now? Now think about your Amma, mother. Are you collecting data and manifesting, or you are thinking directly, collectively, mom? Or you are collecting small fragments of memories and gathering this? What do you think?
To understand that everything's composition, arrangement, and
Perception is.
aggregation, aggregation, all those kind of stuff. Understand that. How does an arihant look at it? Like, if you give arihant an apple, the arihant will understand it, he will look at apple as if the apple doesn't exist. Or what is the perception?
You will get the answer. Because we are going to see how arihants see the world. Because if I answer this, I'm breaking the chain. No, that's why. You will get the answer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing. Perception is also what? Aggregation. That's why chitta is aggregation process. Skandha. Mass means what? You know mass? Material mass? Church mass? What is that mass means? Gathering. Mass means gathering. Skandha means gathering. Panchaskandha means gathering. Aggregation. You know, Buddha gave these names because there's a purpose of giving these names. You have to see them as it is.
You know what, I have been reading this for about 15-20 years from now. Today I understood what aggregate means.
It's not because of my thing. You know, it's because of, you know why? Because we have created this mind channel. Because I told you, I feel this world in a particular way. I want you to feel this way. I'm going to show you what happened to you. Now, when you're perceiving a flower, you can't perceive collectively, at once. You are checking everything and collecting the picture. Do you understand this? Perception itself, that process, also what? Aggregation.
It is true for Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sanskara.
Anything, everything. Do you understand now? Now tell me, is there anything that a thing in the world? Even the perception is not a thing, ladies and gentlemen. How can you find a thing in the outside? All things are. I'm saying I'm not saying there's nothing, but I'm saying there's no thing.
Everything is theory of nothing.
No such a thing. But I have to solve this puzzle. Why you feel it?
Yeah.
Okay. So far so good.
Confused. To some extent. That's okay, but they will get the answer later.
Yeah, I know. But now what you have to understand is, you have to reflect is what? Whatever the perception. Okay, walking, is it walking or collection of sparsha, like tactile sensations? Now let's reflect. This is called Kayanupassana. Nothing else, ladies and gentlemen. In the Pali text. Walking. Is it walking or collection of tactile sensations? Ladies and gentlemen, when you feel that you have gone placed A to B from a from a vehicle, what happened? If you close your eyes and don't think about your sound, the sound perception, think about what happens there is, because when you ride somewhere, you feel like this. Let's say you put into a room or a chair and shake like this, and so that is what you feel from the tactile sensation, that you are going from A to B does not mean that something is happening, but something is happening, but that is an aggregation of perception, like aggregations.
It's not complete. The process is continuous.
Yes, process is continuous. There is no completion. No. Even you can't stop. It will continuously aggregating. Do you understand that? Now. This is the funny thing. This aggregation did not have a purpose, isn't it? That bird didn't have a purpose to create that shape. Hello. Hey, do you think hey has a purpose to create hello?
Well, but we have a purpose.
No. I'm talking about not you. I'm talking about your perception.
When you say no thing, nothing is no thing.
I'm not saying nothing.
No. I am saying no thing is also a thing, and thing is no thing. Both are in the middle way.
No, think the way I saying to you. I explain it to you. No, he's good. He's giving me some. Okay. Now, what do you think when you are eating mandarin? Do you think that tongue knows that you are having a mandarin? Do you think that your brain knows that you are having a mandarin? Do you think that perception, collection, that collecting process has an agenda to create mandarin experience? Mandarin taste? No, ladies and gentlemen, none of the things that you have experienced have a purpose to create that effect, but just effect is creating. Meeting looks like there's a purpose, but there's no purpose. Perception is also collecting. Do you understand this perception story? No. I am feeding you chicken without saying that I'm giving you chicken. What I'm doing is contemplating anicca with you, contemplating anatta with you, without saying that this is anicca, this is anatta. Because when I say, this is anicca and this is anatta, anicca is not that thing that I learned, this is something different. No, it does not matter whether you learn or not.
I understood what is aggregate today. I've been trying to understand for the last 15 years.
Okay, now tell me, did you understand that thing? Perception is also aggregation. Right? Hello. Then this, when you look at a picture, okay, let's see that picture. Can you see the picture? That picture is actually, can focus on that guy's face? Can you focus on the ball?
Which one?
Like the second one, hanging there, who is having the ball, right? When you focus on guy's face, can you focus on ball? When you focus on ball, can you focus on his legs? No. Then when you collectively perceive it as a football player, that experience is actually experience, gathering, meeting. Do you understand that, sir? You sense it? Then tell me, sense is not a sense. It's a collection.
Sensing.
It's sensing and it's collecting. You are entering to the Buddha's world. I don't know what you guys are doing. I am doing it. I am enjoying this ride.
I draw an analogy here. Long back, when we started our career, there was something a dot matrix printer, DN.
Yes.
At that analogy, when you draw, let's say, those days you used to draw the pictures of gods and goddesses in India. Let's say Lord Ganesha. So Ganesha will it's a collection of dots only. So thousands and thousands of dots will make Lord Ganesha, Lakshmi, whatever, Durga, whatever.
So there, what is not there?
That's what's not there.
Ganesha. Ganesha is not there, but Ganesha possession is there. But that possession is also what? Collection. Okay. Pasindu Mahathir. Mr. Pasindu, are you ready? Tea break? Okay. Now, I can't give you much time. Right? I can't give you half an hour. I can give you 15 minutes.
We can come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
You can come back in 10 minutes because good things comes to those who wait. I'm going to unveil how do you feel this thing feeling. Still you feel it. You sense it. You sense it. Even though I'm saying that this thing, even though I'm proving to you, you feel it. You feel it what? You feel as what? You sense as entities. Even though I prove to you, this is not an apple. This is not an apple, but you feel what? It's an apple. Apple is there. Apple is there in the apple. That's why I am seeing the apple. Do you understand, sir? No. Which part?
The part you're saying that this is an apple, but it's not an apple. But I know that it's an aggregation of energy.
Aggregation of energy, you can call it as apple.
But still I feel it like I'm seeing an apple.
You can see apple. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, I'll give you an example, then you will understand. Earlier, your perception, right? You see an apple, you feel there's an apple. There's an apple, that's why you see an apple. Now, Still you see an apple, but you know that there's an aggregation of energy. Whatever the components here, they don't create an apple. Because energy aggregated here are same energy that aggregated here as well. There's no unique thing in here that is not there in here.
Yes, Swami, I still understand that, but I'm not ready to accept that.
Yes, got it. I know why it happens. I know why it happens because naturally, but that's why I told you, but Swamin Wahanse, but Swamin Wahanse, but Bante, there should be something. Have a tea and come. Thank you very much.